Hey there, my friends, what is going on? Vitaly Dubin is here, founder of Bitcoin's Walls Club, and today in Crypto Show, we're going to discuss the recent price action of Bitcoin, where Bitcoin is headed. Are we done with the bull trend, or is just a little setback, a little bit of a correction over the overall bull market trend that we've been seeing in the last couple of weeks? We're going to discuss that, and also what a very pro trader is actually saying that Bitcoin is headed to over 1,000% bull trend, and some Bitcoin maximalists even say Bitcoin can reach $400,000. We're going to discuss that, as well as the Bitcoin dominance and the altcoin season. What we are seeing right now is altcoin season over, and how you should divide your portfolio based on the current market conditions. So without further ado, let me just share the screen and show you what we are seeing on the charts. Okay, so what we are seeing here over the bigger picture, guys, we have absolutely incredible 2 weeks, even the last 4 weeks. If we take a look at the price range of the last 4 weeks prior to the pullback, we had 40% over here, and overall about 60% from this zone. So it's very healthy to see this kind of a pullback. Zooming in a little bit, we as identified previously, we had this ascending channel. This is a bearish pattern that I was talking about, that we might have just broke recently, a couple of days ago, over this ascending channel. Okay, and right now we are having this support around $9,600. Now the question is, over the short term, where Bitcoin is going to go. Can it go all the way down to this level of about $8,400, which is likely to happen? I'm not saying it's going to happen, obviously, but it's one scenario that can happen. This is a good support area zone right here. Or it's going to go somewhere along these lines, $9,300, $9,000, $9,100, and then come back again to $10,000, $11,000 level. Now, this is over the shorter term, guys. Okay, over the 4 hourly, we have an RSI closing to the 30s, which means a bounce can happen to the upside. But on a bigger scale, on a daily, we're kind of diving into the mid zone. Okay, it's in the mid zone, so anything can happen over here. We can go up, we can go down as well. Now, Bitcoin, if it's going to hold that level that we are at, a 20% surge can happen to $11,700. As George is saying, keep it simple, $11,700 next. Now, what I want to point out, first of all, the miners bottom range. This is how the price of Bitcoin for the miners to produce the Bitcoin, this is where it's at. So I don't think it's going to fall below that, below the bottom, obviously. Okay, so that's one thing to take into consideration. Okay, now here is an interesting chart on the logarithmic growth curve. This trader has charted and plotted this Bitcoin path using this logarithmic growth curve, and it shows that Bitcoin's recent bull trend is well intact. We're still on the bull trend, with Bitcoin recent drop below 10,000 is just a blip on the radar, just a blip on the radar. And Dave believes Bitcoin will skyrocket to $110,000 range over the next couple of years, okay, 2020, 2021. Growth of 1,022% from the current price of 9,803. And this is the chart, guys, that you can see. All right, this is a logarithmic growth curve. This was in 2017, the huge run, then the bear market of 2018. Then we're seeing this comeback in 2019, right, reaching $14,000 in the end of June. Then a little bit of a correction over here, and we're going again for this growth. So it's a little bit blip on the radar for Bitcoin. And of course, over the long term, Bitcoin has a very, very good fundamentals to go, and a lot of money is going to flow into Bitcoin. Especially we have in May the Bitcoin halving event that is going to occur for the supply of growth of Bitcoin will decrease in 2 times. So over the short term, yes, we can see a 50% retracement to about $8,400 level, but that is okay. Okay, we are. If you're trading, of course, you take advantage of those volatility that is happening in the market, and it's interesting to see the Bitcoin dominance. Okay, take a look at the Bitcoin dominance chart. It has quite a dip right here. Over, let's look at a daily. You can see clearly that from 30th of January over here to over those 2-week period of time, Bitcoin dominance has gone down and money flowed into altcoins. Now this has changed a couple days ago, where we are seeing that Bitcoin dominance is getting back up again, and the other coins, you know, Ethereum hit a big hit. Ripple, you can see it on the chart. Ethereum, Bitcoin. See this incredible run right now, and I think it's going to come down from this point. Ethereum, dollar. We are starting to see this pullback, and the RSI level is pretty high. Okay, so the Bitcoin dominance is coming back up, and overall, it's not a bad idea to hold more Bitcoin, more than 50% of your portfolio, or even more than that, into Bitcoin than into altcoins. Okay, because Bitcoin has very strong fundamentals, and it's just less risky to do so. Okay, so that's about the Bitcoin dominance that we are seeing. And for those of you who are trading on leverage, you know, it's quite dangerous. We've been seeing on BitMEX a $2 million Bitcoin long liquidation, which means somebody put $2 million on a position on a long and got sold and got liquidated, and $2 million gone. And that's what it's called, a long squeeze. When people who are holding a long position on Bitcoin, they are getting scared. They're selling their positions to not get liquidated, and it starts this downward spiral, you know, which might have caused what we have seen for Bitcoin to go and come down as well, from 10,300 to 9,600. So it's about $600 or so to the downside. But overall, guys, it's very healthy. The graphs are looking very healthy. We had a big Bitcoin run up all the way from here and just a little bit sliding down. So nothing to be really worried about for Bitcoin. It's healthy, a pullback. Okay, in regards to that. Now, exchanges. This one hit $130 million Bitcoin funds lost in this crypto exchange, Fcoin, for whatever the reasons, the technical reasons. So if you're trading, I highly recommend that you use exchanges with insurance like Binance or Coinbase Pro, where the Bitcoins, the cryptos are insured, and the probability of exchange getting some tech issues or being hacked is much less. But you know, smaller exchanges, it happens, and it happens more frequently than we would have wanted to, when suddenly it's got hacked or the funds disappeared. So yeah, it's not really good. Okay, so that's what we are seeing right now in the market. Some coins are pumping as always, but overall we're on a little pullback right now. Market cap is back to $280 billion. It was about $300 billion before. So we are coming down. So we have at this point $306 billion right now, 280 billion. So that's crypto, and you know, it's a very healthy pullback as we are seeing in the charts. Okay, actually anticipated over this ascending channel. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share with you guys. Hopefully you have a fantastic today. And by the way, if you haven't seen it and you missed it, we had an amazing training coming yesterday with Justin Clark. He's a pro trader showing a very simple system how to trade profitably on your own exchanges and generate those profits consistently day in and day out if you are going to implement the system. And we're teaching you how to get in and get out of the trade within hours, looking at the 5-minute charts and producing those micro profits of 0.5% or 1%, whatever your target is. So it is a phenomenal training that we have done, and you can see it right here inside Bitcoin's Wealth Club under Wealth Vehicles right here, same day micro profit system. And you can open a free account. You can watch more in-depth training and access to the tools all from right here. So I highly recommend. If you have not watched it, go ahead and watch it and learn a very simple system of trading to allow you to trade yourself on the exchanges. Okay, so that's what I want to cover today. I hope you have a blessed day, and I'll see you soon.